Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you with all my heart today. I'm so happy today. Angela's not here today. She's in Prague with her grandfather at a trade, whatever they call them, show. Hi, Kevin. Yeah, that's you, Kevin. I said, hi, Kevin.
Hi.
So I welcome you today. Today's been wonderful for me. I just felt so much love beginning in a dream I had all night long, all day long. I got a letter from Steve Eckert. I think it was 5 or 6 days ago, talking about his new experience of emptiness. I'll read it later because it's a wonderful letter. But Steve had a complete, full, 100% enlightenment experience in the style of Robert Adams. He invites a complete, full enlightenment experience. I first met Steve 6 years ago when he came to Los Angeles from Wisconsin to attend a retreat given by Dia and myself. We rented a hall next to Follow Your Heart. And at a certain time during the retreat, Dia and I gave Shaktipat. First, we went around, both of us, and kissed the feet of all the attendees there, showing how much we cared for them. And one by one, they came up, first to me, and then to Dia, to receive a classical Shaktipat. Steve was, I think, about 68 at the time. His head was bald. He brought his face very close to mine. I could see his deep blue eyes began to tear up. And he started crying, looking into my eyes. I knew he felt extremely deep love for me and Dia at that time. And for 6 years, he wrote the most beautiful emails about his experiences. And he had a rough life. He was in Vietnam and saw some horrible, horrible things there that to this day enraged him and gave him a post-traumatic stress disorder that flares up with severe symptoms periodically. But as he cried softly, I could see his heart had melted. He was taking me and my presence in completely. His devotion to Dia and I over the next 6 years was complete, except when Dia and I had a breaking apart. And Steve blamed it on me, and he left for a while. But he's been back for a few months, and he wrote of his enlightenment. Let me read it to you. Edgy. How did I not know it was here? All around, top and bottom, inside and out. You talked about it all the time, but until it gets experienced, all the wonder is unleashed, and what beauty prevails here. Breathtaking, glorious, and love itself. Everything exists and flows from here. All things great and small radiate from here. Why not just stay here forever instead of returning to that heavy, gross body? This body now is pulsating with that power from the void. Somehow part of it is returned inside me. Oh, the bliss. I feel the bliss. I feel the love. It's all worth it, Edgy, but you are already here. I remember your teachings now. I love it. And then he wrote another follow-up letter just yesterday. I love you, Edgy. I feel like I am somehow connected to the void as it comes in and out during the day, reminding me of who I am. Even driving the car, the energy just rolls up through this body. You know, words just do not convey what is happening. You said it all in your last satsang. I want to tell you, it will never go to my head. I'll never be better or higher than anyone, including an insect. I feel this, and all the experiences I have don't place me above anything. Rather, I feel more humble and caring for all beings. Spiders, bees, ants, birds, all of them, people too. We are all sharing the same path, and for all I know, the local hummingbird could be a very advanced being. Humility and gratitude are two of the main ingredients of this whole process. I learned gratitude in AA. It's so important. Early this morning, an intense love just exploded in my heart, and it was Ed Musica. Hey, it was you, Edgy, and I wanted to write a message to you at that time, but it was so intense that I just couldn't get my tablet out to write. I couldn't move. My love to and for you was beyond any limits I ever experienced. My God, it fluctuated between total bliss and pain. Pain? It felt so intense I thought my heart would burst into fire right in bed. I thought about the hundreds of answers and thoughts you emailed back to me over the last 6 years, and all the time you took to help me get over the humps. The time you said, don't do it, when that Vietnam PTSD came back so strong that I wanted to off myself. You never let me down, but were always there for me. The same way you're always there for the Sangha and anyone on the path. You are the only reason I am here today. You pointed the way. You put me here today, and I am most sincerely grateful, and I love you so much that it burns. Back in 2013, when you and Dia taught a weekend in Los Angeles for our group, it lit a fire in me that just grew and grew. It was really strange. After our first class gathering, I walked back to my hotel, but I couldn't walk. I danced and danced all the way back, twisting and turning and singing, total bliss, and it stayed that way. That energy from you two just lit the insides just lit the insides of me up. Today I was at the local library. We live in a very small town, quiet and peaceful. Well, I walked outside among the very old trees and buildings, and the air just breathed me in. It breathed God into me, and my head just floated with such beauty and bliss right in front and all around. Times like this are really welcome in the mundane world. This thing's tablets. Anyway, it's posted. You can read it on my Facebook page. You can read the whole thing. Welcome, Trammy.
Thank you.
I know some of you have had similar experiences or are about to have experiences like this. But Stevie has always been special to me. Since that first day I saw the tears pouring out of his eyes when looking into my eyes, I knew that our hearts had met in that moment. And like he said, it stayed with him always for the last 6 years. He's had experiences similar to this before over the last 6 years, but this is the most complete, thorough, and life-changing that has ever happened to him. And he expresses it so well. This is how I love you too. With all my heart. Jay, Stevie, Rolf, Mark, Michael, Vesselina, Kevin, Shane over the years, Vladimir, Trammy, BJ, James, Tove, and I don't know who Russian Apostle is, but you too. But some of you I've known a long time and very deeply. Try to feel that bliss, that love, that emptiness, the joy of no self, the complete bliss of feeling God dwelling inside of you. Feel the energy rising from your belly, rising into your heart, feeling the wholeness of you with entirely filling joy. Joy, 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 happiness. Close your eyes and feel the emptiness inside you. It's just not mundane emptiness or the absence of thought. It's pulsating with the energy of God, the energy of the life force. It's touching every cell in your body and the totality of your mind, holding you, comforting you, loving you, expanding your energies to you open to the world. Every thought is a gift. Every sensation is a gift. Every sensation is to be accepted and loved. Nothing rejected. Everything accepted and loved. Feel the emptiness now. It holds you in its dark cave of love, of energy. You're safe like you've never been before once you realize this emptiness, this love. It fills you. 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 It takes VJ and it vibrates his heart, beating against his chest. The energy gets increasingly strong, penetrating his heart, going up into his brain and opening his third eye, showering him with light everywhere. Rolf feels this too. Rolf feels all of this that I say so clearly and closely, as does Mark and Stevie and Jay. And Michael too, increasingly. And Vaselina too. I'm waiting for Vaselina to explode in light and love. It may be a month away. It may be a decade away. But it's going to happen to her. Because she's very sensitive, filled with emotions, filled with thoughts. And all of these are to be accepted and loved as a happening within her own self, of her own self. Hopefully Michael will be there that day, holding her hand when it happens. All of you can feel this just as deeply as you can love another person, your beloved. Learn to love all things, every sensation, every bit of energy, every body sensation, even sadness, grief, anger, guilt, jealousy. They all fill you with a special energy when you accept the sensation and love it as your own creation. I love you all. I'm so overcome with love this morning. It's really hard to function. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you can feel my love, if you can feel my love. I'm about to play a chant, and I want you to feel a spreading joy as you listen to the chant from inside your chest, inside your heart, and not through your ears.